Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi friends, good morning. Hi Melanie. Look, I'm sharing this cup of yum yum with you. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Cheers, friends. Do we? I love it. It's so easy, but it's kind of cute too. Good morning. I need to share this funny thing that happened this morning. I sent a picture to our kids with this bun and my cup of coffee like this with my glasses on. And you know how your kids sometimes tease you back or just are loving and funny. They all had the bun and then put the glasses on and held up their coffee cups and sent it back. So I'll have to share that later. And of course, number one husband let us put his hair up in, it did not go in a bun, but it was all sticking up. So it's hilarious. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Carol. Hi, Josie. Hi, Anna. Hi, Alicia. Good morning. I offer this Slurpee cheers to this day. Welcome to another weekend of our of this time, of this sacred, weird is the new normal, now is always new weekend. Welcome and cheers. And thanks for coming today. So friend, did you wake up this morning and remember to greet yourself? Wake up this morning and remember to hug yourself. I'd love to just do that together as a posse, if you like. So if it feels right, we just hug ourselves. Good morning. Good morning, Robin. Good morning. State your name. I love you. Good afternoon. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful afternoon. Have a beautiful evening. All is well. It's so important. So I did it. I got up this morning and did that right away, and then chose my word of the day, which I said yesterday I was going to talk about. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. That's the word I'm choosing for today. Making the choice to be enthusiastic. Hi, Valerie. Be enthusiastic. It seems like it could be challenging, but it's not really, because your spirit is enthusiastic. So if you chose a word for the day, if you're picking one now, I'd love to know what that is. Hi, Stephanie. And I'll tell you a little about enthusiasm. Comes from thios, to be in God. Think about all the judgments we may have about ourselves at this time, being too happy, too joyful, too cheerful. Oh my goodness, number one husband, is that you? Okay, this just got, you know what it just got. Cheers. Hi. Hi, honey. Enthusiasm. I think we can have some guilt or shame or self-judgment about being happy in times like this, So, let's choose to be unapologetically in our enthusiasm, or your word of the day. Carol's word is strong. Yes. Beauty. Josie, beauty for the day. You've been walking in the lovely countryside. Oh boy, that sounds so good. Number one, people are saying hello to you, and I love these hearts too. You guys feel free to talk to each other. I don't mind. And if I say anything, you have an answer to somebody asks, please fill in. I really have always longed to make our community a we, an us, and that's why I always call it our love posse. Not my love, it's ours. It's our place. And in my own heart, I rest here with you. I find such comfort. Yeah, so I like that you guys are saying hi to each other. It makes me so happy. So Melanie said, my word is celebration. It feels a little weird to choose that, but there it is. Exactly. And today, and strong too, and beauty too. I feel today I was asking Spirit, my prayer always, where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to who should I say it to? Tell me. And I keep getting these things. Be in your gladness, be in your heart, be in your joy, Do you remember that song? I grew up singing it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. You don't have to believe in the Lord. You don't have to believe in God. I had an uncle who would say God. It doesn't have to be your religious icky. You get to decide. Josie was saying she was out in nature. Let nature be that Lord for you. Let nature be that divine presence for you, because it is. Yesterday we were talking about hawks and owls. Let that be your joy. Let that be your guidance. I am always with you. I am here with you. So many of us want to know. I want to know you're with me. Sometimes we pray. I want to know you're here with me. I want to know I'm okay. I'm going to make it. We're going to be all right. Then we need to choose to say, yep, I am one with the Spirit. I am one with the Lord. That's another song. We have to. It's not. And I vote we stop making fun of it, the woo-woo stuff, let's be in our power today. So enthusiasm and thios. Number 1, did you pick a word for the day? And theos, to be in God, to claim your godhood. Claim your godhood. Claim your godhood. I wrote that like 2 funny words there. And there you'll find your treasure. Whatever it is we're seeking. Claim your connection to the divine. Claim your connection as a sacred being. And you will find what you're seeking then, because then you're a clear channel. You're a clear channel. Hi, Tiffany. Chill, that's a great word, especially now and especially on the weekend. And this is perfect. Yeah, the light has come. Is that lesson 75 in the Course in Miracles? The light has come. You are healed and you can heal. You are all is well. It's gorgeous. Number 1, your word is cheer. That's so good. I love that. So this morning I was sitting a little bit, asking what we could dive into today, what messages could be here for us today. And besides to be, hi Marty, surrender. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Surrender is a word that reminds me of ease and softening and being in our delight. Yeah, you want to spread cheer, number 1 said. This morning I threw down the gauntlet for number 1. I said, I vote for all the times you're reading and absorbing what's on social media to give something back, to share something back. Wouldn't that be amazing? think about all the people that bring you inspiration and hope. And I know there's a lot of other, I think he may have been reading other kind of downer, upsetting news, just how we're trying to stay informed. Let's decide to spread cheer. Let's decide to share cheer. A lot of us right now, this is our time to rise. This is our time to step into that place we've always been wanting / trying to step into before this all happened. Isn't it true that you had some kind of healership trying to come through you, and there was a lot of feeling like, I don't know, whatever, I'm weird, I look weird, people don't want to hear from me. What a gift to do what I do, because I hear so many people saying the same things in different voices. So we are never the only ones. If you have self-confidence issues, if you have trying to make it, I don't have the time. Perfect. Another one, I'm busy. I don't have the time. This is the time, though, to spread cheer, to give something back, to share some light, to do what you want to do. This time is happening for you. I was starting to say, I was sitting with messages for today asking, and more and more and more. I tell you, if you listen to the podcast, I say this a lot. Tea with Robin. The link is in my profile. I want to get out of the way so Spirit can be the way. And so I keep praying, ask me, show me, tell me what to talk about today. Of course, it comes through the Robin way. Somehow I'm stuck in rhymes today. But it's really coming through. And then you get to channel it out in any way that's unique to you. Carol, thank you. Carol, just a little cool thing about Carol. The very first week I put my website online, talk about crapping your pants moment, where you're afraid and you're scared. Carol was one of the first people I met. And you were so encouraging to me, and you were one of the first reflections that what I have to offer is helpful and valuable, and to be unapologetic in shining my light. I've never forgotten it. I've always loved you forever. And so we've stayed connected, And I'm telling you guys that because there are people in your soul family that want what you have to offer. They want to hear from you. They do. They may not know yet that it's you that is going to say it, share it, bring it, offer it, because maybe you haven't quite stepped in yet, But in the teacher's manual of the Course in Miracles, it talks so often about, when the teacher is ready, the students appear. That phrase that gets said a lot. When the teacher is ready, the students appear. So when you're ready, the people who receive and want what you have to share appear. And this is applicable to those of you. I've been getting a lot of messages about how, it's true. You and I are likely one of the few in our families, in our tight, our inner circle of family that are awake. Some of us are super blessed. You might have a daughter-in-law or a mother-in-law or one of your siblings like some of the stuff you like. What a blessing that is. But usually we're the only ones. And this is that time again to step up with your family. Be you and be enthused about that everywhere you go, and trust that the people you so much want to help, or let's say you so wish would change their tune. Am I right? So wish they would get on the page, right? They will. it's not through your direct preaching and lecturing. It's through you deciding to be that one, to be in spirit, to be, shine your light. It's so true. It's so good. So, this is a time, I want to say this, to be self-indulgent. Isn't that a naughty term? Self-indulgent. To be selfish now, to be of the self, to care about yourself and to care about the health of yourself in terms of spirit, in terms of flow, in terms of creativity, your energy, your vibes, the messages you're receiving, what you're choosing to share. This is a time to be self-indulgent, to indulge in yourself. Hi, Jana. Was just talking about the owl. So you may have some guilt. You may have some, that's the Robin word. You got to find your own word. I know like words really matter when we're talking about ourselves. So if guilt isn't it, I think we feel some sense of apologizing, like, Melanie, what were you saying at the beginning? It's like I want to be in my word. I want to own my word today, but I don't want to feel like guilty about it. Yes, it's important that we work through that energy, that we allow ourselves to acknowledge that we're feeling a sense of meek mildness maybe, or apology, or worry, or just sometimes, you may have a friend who's in a different situation and you want to be respectful of what they're going through, but that is no reason to dial down your light. You know that saying in the Bible about hiding your light under a bushel or a bush, or was that the burning bush? Yeah, so you be you everywhere you go. And it is good to think of yourself now. This is that great time, the gift of this time. There's so many things, but there's a great equalizer that we all are thinking more about ourselves, more about us and our impact, and realizing that we're all walking in the same way. It's so powerful now. It's so powerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see that. Jana said she's sharing her writing. A lot of you, we're friends on, I see what you're posting. I really appreciate that you've chosen to be somebody who's sharing light, sharing inspiration, reminding us of the beauty. Yesterday I read the Whitman quote, chant the beauty of the good. People who cannot chant the good, we click away. That kind of message does not get shared in the same way. It can't be sustained. That message cannot be sustained. So chant the beauty of the good.
Hello.
Look who it is.
Are we chanting the beauty of the good?
If you want to.
I'm spreading cheer.
You have to lean in a little bit.
I'm spreading cheer today.
Oh.
Want to hear like the Pied Piper? Ready?
Let's go. I'm a little nervous.
I'm new.
Well, we have a lot of time for him to get better. Go ahead. Hi, Carrie.
I don't want to interrupt.
You are, though.
Go ahead. You go ahead. I'll just be here. Spreading cheer. Just kidding.
Love you.
I came up to get coffee.
Yeah. Love you. Get some coffee.
Okay.
It's kind of fun if you're home with someone. We practice. And if any of you, of course, I'm not talking about me feeling any energy of annoyance with people you're living with now. Of course, I'm not talking about, yeah, he's annoyed with me. Last night, he really snipped at me, I have to say.
Me?
I was being bossy.
I'm sorry.
It's not his fault, really. I was being bossy. But, that's okay, too. I love you.
I love you too,
I made
baby.
some hot water there, too, if you want it.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Just be so kind. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. Again, it's such a powerful time for us. We're healing. We're evolving. So as things come up, don't grab them down and pull them in a sense of shame. Like I did. I was kind of bossy yesterday. We had a virtual martini night with our kids and their mom, and it was really fun. But I was kind of like, I felt like number one was cutting everybody off. And so I was like, shh, let her speak. I said something like that. And he was like, how this, like, I'm not being dramatic. That's really what he did. He's giving me the look, but it's very extreme. So, it's so good. So many things are being cleansed now. So if you have anything you can relate to like that, oh, good. Because I'm like, am I the only one? It's good to soften and let go and soften and let go. And just, we are healing. So much is being healed now. That's what I was saying. The blessing of this time is so much is being healed. Yeah. So, what are you healing? This is good. This was next on my list. What are you healing personally in yourself right now? How is this? Yeah, thanks, Josie. How is this healing you this time in your life? How are you healing? I shared one example for me. Another example is, and I've been sharing this most days, getting over my crap about my self-confidence, getting over my story that people are tired of hearing from me. It's too many, too many things I share and post. Just deciding that is not serving me, and I am not going to keep up that ego story. So what are you healing now? I'm glad your whole house can relate. Yeah. It's funny too, because I'm connected to other families, and some, like, how do you say, like, I support maybe the daughter, and the mother sometimes will send me an email complaining about the daughter, and maybe that morning the daughter was just complaining about the mother. And it's kind of like, yeah, we all think I'm the only one, or we think I never am annoying. So sometimes I just love to offer that perspective. Like, if I say, how are you? And you say, I'm fine, but so-and-so and my family's driving me nuts. I'll say, and consider how it might be true that you're driving your family nuts too. It's just a beautiful turnaround, some way to consider that, help ourselves out. Help ourselves out. Yeah, it's been a blessing so far. One of the things I was reflecting on for kids, I don't know if those of you with younger kids have been talking about this, but this is a historical event happening in real time that they're learning about. This is not something they're studying in a book from this century, last century, the centuries before. They're observing in real time, and we'll all always look back on this time and have things we learned, new evolutions, new ways of being, new ways of doing, new ways of business, new ways of commerce, is because of now. This is a miracle time. And, whether we embrace that or not, it is still true. So that's something really cool to tell your kids, remind your kids, especially if there's frustration. I'm still seeing a lot of groups of kids playing at the park, which I'm not here to give any PSAs whatsoever, but I do know that there are plenty of parents dealing with the kids who are so frustrated. Why can't I have a play date? Everybody else is out at the park. I'll speak to that part. Encourage them. No, tell them this is a time, this is an epic time of history for you, and do what you can. Encourage them that way. Speak to them plainly. Remind them of how much you appreciate their choosing to practice what we're all being asked to do. Get on that side of it with them, and it will change things. Chanting the beauty of the good, being enthusiastic, being of good cheer. Yeah, a lot of kids are loving being home and having family time. It's really, really true. I've been listening to Paul Selig. If you have ever seen me share his work, I love his work. Paul Selig is a channel who could somebody type his name in the chat window? He's a channel. I feel like he's really a clear channel of Christ, the Christ consciousness, the light, and he has many books, but he recently put out 2 videos on YouTube that are directly speaking, and they're free, directly speaking to this time. Really powerful stuff. His channeling style is super interesting. He sort of mumbles the words he's hearing and then he says them out, just so you know. But powerful stuff. I encourage you now to pick a few places where you can receive spiritual nutrition that help you really stay in this place of flow and grace. And that's why I've chosen to show up here every single day, because that energy of spiritual nutrition is so important. And if you have decided to be a light sparkler, then you must accept that there are people wanting your light sparkling. And so you cannot not show up, right? It's just like you have to share, be an inspirer. So Paul says, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. Hang on one second. Just grabbing this off. Ooh, wait, I'm coming back. I keep this on my fridge. I'll read this to you. I know who I am. I know what I am, and I know how I serve. And this is one of his deepest teachings. It's very consistent, and sometimes he'll say, I know who I am in my worthiness. I know what I am in my worthiness, and I know how I serve in my worthiness. It's about stepping in. It's about knowing who you are. And who are you? A child of God, a spark of the divine. You are not just this body suffering in some kind of world apocalypse. You are a spark of the divine, and now is your time to practice and shine. So Paul also says, how the true self expresses as you is the service you bring in the world. So you might be saying, hi Heather, hi Lynn. You might be saying, well, I don't know how to serve. I don't know how to serve. I don't know. You serve by being your true self, period. So it's not about taking to the pulpit. If it is, if that's your natural calling, it's about being yourself. And that means sharing yourself, sharing your truth, sharing what you know. If you're not terrified of this time, please do not pretend to be to make someone else more comfortable. We have all done that in our own ways. We've not been in our truth because we wanted to accommodate someone else. And just with a lot of love, I say it's such a mistake. The true kindness is to stay you. You don't have to say any words at all. There's so many teachings. Why I love the Course in Miracles as a healing practitioner, especially, is there is a whole teaching around it's not me that needs to do any work on you. It is the decision to invite God in to do the work for us, with both of us. And you know that saying, wherever two or three are gathered in my name, there I am, there I will be also. This is our practice. This is our time. So I know who I am. I know what I am. I know how I serve. So powerful. This time is about you choosing to step up in your own journey, to work on the things I've been naming already about myself, the personal issues I've been cleansing and healing and sort of blowing through. It's that same time for you. So you can choose to spend your time on the old familiar crap. You can, carp. You can. You can swirl in the same worries. You can. You're free. That's your choice. I'm talking about this on Monday's Tea with Robin, by the way. You can do that. You can continue the bickering. You can continue your upset that your sister-in-law never says thank you for anything you do. La, 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 la. You can. You have so much freedom now, and there's so much more time. But how would you choose to do this time intentionally? That's the key. That's what's so awesome. Let's be intentional time spenders and do our powerful do. I love that. So we can leap. We can really, really leap. And I vote we leap. So I thought I would end today with a little poem. I've been just, I'm not much of a drawer, but I do love to just mess up pages in an old book with paint and markers. This is just an old book. Number one gave it to me. And it's never just, because of course it was like one of the great philosophers in Greece, and I always find really powerful, meaningful things here. It's kind of funny. Like on this page I read you yesterday, it says, we are God's kinsmen. Yeah, we are indeed. So this is from Hafiz. I wish I could show you when you are lonely or when you're in darkness, the astonishing light of your own being. That's it. Short and sweet. I wish I could. And I love knowing that I can be here reminding you, and then you are free to make that choice or not. You're free to make that choice. Hey, Kelly. We're all free. We're all free. So, hi, Amy. Do not apologize for your light at this time. Do not apologize for your enthusiasm now, because what does enthusiasm mean? To be in God, to claim your godhood and thios. And that's what we need. Thanks, honey. I add heart to Epa. I can never say it, but that's the book, what he typed there. That's the book he gave to me. Let me play with, and it's so good. The words here, I love it. I'll share this one page with you. It says, you spark joy for the universe. Yeah. So I hope this sparked joy for you, my friend, and that you'll take what I'm sharing and pass it on. Let it uplift you and share it on. And for those of you who are interested in healing sessions, I am offering them online. I'm working today. It's kind of fun. My whole schedule, everything's shifting, and I really am excited about it. So I'm meeting with somebody who actually lives, I can see the roof line of their practically where they are. And we're going to meet on video today. So I'm still working. And always, if you feel called to support my work in any way, there's a link in profile to do that. Yeah. I appreciate it. I will gladly accept and will remember Tosha Silver's beautiful Abundance Change Me prayer to practice our worthiness. I know, and Paul, I know who I am in my worthiness. So I wish you a beautiful weekend. I'll be here again tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel, and Monday on the podcast. And if you want to share these on, they're all on YouTube as of 2 p.m. every day. That replay will be there. So lots of love to you. If I can help, please reach out. I'm always here, and I'll see you in the morning and in my stories. Look for the bun picture. I'll post that in a bit. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Gonna go make some brekkie now. All right. It's Robin signing off. Bye. Bye. Thank you. You too. Thank you. I like seeing these thank yous. I hope it's all right if I just hang out and read these. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Bye. Yay. I love all the hearts. Bye.